Shut up and sit down.
Centralization and Decentralization essay. Essay on Centralization and Decentralization for Students and Children in English. Centralizing a company's power is when the central authority of the entire organization comes under a particular head office or an area. They are only responsible for making any decisions for the company and planning and executing them on their employees. However, a decentralized organization has a power distribution where the top management takes only the major company decisions. Simultaneously, the middle and lower executives are given powers to make daily decisions and changes. The delegation process, where the superior delivers work to their subordinate workers, is known as decentralization. There are various ways to deduct the pros and cons of the advantages and disadvantages of centralization and decentralization. There is a simple way to understand the way an organization works in both the organizational aspects. When decision making is under the top management, it is known as centralized management, while decentralized control is when the decision making authority is under the company's lower executives. Working in a centralized organization looks similar, but it is much more about the organization's philosophy. It is also a lot more about approaching the process of making decisions. Decentralizing a company is a choice, while delegation is a necessity. Let us jump into some of the advantages and disadvantages of centralization and decentralization. Advantages of centralization. Number 1. Single source of command. When an organization has centralized power to make decisions, it becomes easier for the employees to know to whom they need to report about their work. New workers also understand whom to approach to solve their problems. When all the responsibility is given to the managers and executives, there is no confusion and the decision is quickly made and executed impartially. Number 2. One team, one goal. Every employee needs to understand what they are working for. Every company has a goal to achieve, and when there is one team with power, it is easier for the employees to focus on the vision. Without centralized control, there develops a lack of consistency. The direction of workflow from the top management implements an easy flow of work and better strategies. Number 3. Cost effective. When you have a centralized power of organization control, standard methods and procedures reduce administrative cost for office operations. Since the companies and headquarters decide if there is a requirement for extra expenses. The finance is compact and under one team. The head office also consists of specialists, making it a no-go for hiring other professionals to do the job and thus reducing extra cost on duplication of authorities. Number 4. Implementing decisions. The decisions made by a small group of people are easy to communicate with. Since there are only a few people involved in decision making, it becomes easier to avoid conflicts and agree to a conclusion quickly. Centralized organizations have the benefit of easy and simple decisions within a less period. Number 5. Better work quality. When the power is centralized, the quality of work is better. Various departments are appointed under different supervisors that help the workers to perform efficiently, providing a better quality of work. Repetition of tasks can be easily avoided, along with high worker cost. Disadvantages of centralized management. Number 1. Administrative leadership. The employees of centralized management are only expected to deliver their top management's work. They are completely separated from making any organizational decisions and have a very slight chance of becoming a part of the head office. The lack of implementation of employees' work is not understood by the management, thus lowering their motivation and performance level. Number 2. Limited control. The rules implementation takes time and is often hard for the employees as the head office makes the decision and has to abide by the authorities. It is a tedious task to implement the executive's decisions, and they end up making poor decisions that the employees often ignore. Number 3. Delay. Since the centralized management has the head office's daily work, the delivery and arrival of work are both delayed. Any next move for the employees is delayed because they need to wait for the head office to respond. This results in lower employee productivity and often the need to wait for a long period to get guidance working on a new project. Number 4. Lack of loyalty among employees. When employees do not have their say in company decisions, they automatically lose interest in what they do. Centralized power has employees only follow commands, making them less loyal and often hampering their creativity at work. Advantages of decentralization. Number 1. Equally distributed duty. Decentralized management has the full distribution of power among its employees and top management. The higher authorities are responsible for the major decision making process that benefits the company. At the same time, the daily decisions and implementation are taken by the central and lower authorities. This delegation process lowers the stress on single officers. Number 2. An advantage to diversifying. Making changes in activities and products as per market requirements easier in decentralized management. Since the power is equally distributed, there is no complexity in distributing work and differences among the employees. Number 3. Noticing market changes and implementation. When a new product comes into the market, it is important to analyze the customer requirements and make innovative changes to the products. This requires rendering the price, quality, and delivery services. Number 4. Opportunity for employees. Employees learn a lot when the power is distributed among themselves. They get a chance in the decision making process and take the initiative in managing tasks. Number 5. Motivates employees. When the executives can take part in decision making and major processes, they get appreciation, which automatically boosts their confidence. It encourages the executives and automatically improves production. Disadvantages of decentralization. Decentralization management is best for helping the employees to grow. However, it can be a huge problem without a better structure and control. Here are some of the disadvantages of decentralization. Number 1. Equal procedures. Under the decentralization procedure, every manager has a way of making decisions and implementing them. This creates different rules for different people as the policies are framed based on talent. Number 2. Coordination issues. Since the rules are different for people under different managers, coordination among other teams is often seen as a problem. Number 3. Financial costs are higher. The person gaining the authority of decision making must be trained. This automatically needs high prices, and many small startup companies cannot afford to centralize their company and appoint experts in different fields. Number 4, conflict. Decentralization, although it distributes power, puts a lot of stress and responsibility on the divisional heads, and they must meet profit under any circumstances. This often brings conflict among managers.